Early season's greetings, NBA fans. I'm Ernie Johnson. Thanks for joining us. Got Shaquille O'Neal here. Got Kenny the Jet Smith here for this edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. And coming right up, we'll see the Utah Jazz playing against the Miami Heat at American Airlines Arena. For the Heat, they won their last contest, that game against the Nets at Barclays Center. A great win for them, and they rose to the occasion and pulled off the upset. Riding high right now. Somebody we're going to be keeping an eye on tonight. What a story for this guy, Hassan Whiteside. He was a journeyman, and then last season, man, just exploded back onto the NBA scene. What do you make of what you've seen of Whiteside, Shaq?
You know, Ernie, he's got incredible height and wingspan. He's 7 foot. He blocks a ton of shots. Gets better every year, gets better every game. He's getting more comfortable. And you can be comfortable in Miami when it's 80 degrees all the time.
Without question. But if he can control his emotions and take that emotional energy and use it into his play, then he could be a real dominant center in the NBA.
Yeah, I think that was the problem early on in his career. It wasn't the ability, it was more just mentally if he was locked into the game and what his attitude was.
He looks locked in now, man. He looks locked in. I like him. He's going to be a top 5 center in the next 3 years.
I think he'll be better than Shaq before it's all said and done.
Ernie, whatever you're drinking in that cup, get rid of it.
Yes.
It's affecting your judgment.
That'll do it for now as we send you to Kevin Harlan, who's got the call.
Nothing goes together like the Heat and Miami as we get ready for an interconference contest here at the American Airlines Arena. Well, before you look ahead to your busy week, sit down, relax, pull up a chair as we bring you another NBA broadcast. And thanks for sharing part of your weekend with us. With Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and our sideline reporter, Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan. For Whiteside. Utah also making some changes. Derek Favors checked in for Rudy Gobert. Burks comes in for Hood, and Freak subbed in for Burke. So on the floor for Utah. Burks the off guard with Hayward at the 3. Miles out there with Favors, and it's Freak in at the 1 spot. The Heat shooting their first free throws of this game.
And when you look at that free throw percentage on the season, they're right around 73%.
Both free throws good from Dragic. Jazz trail by 7. Freak kicks to Favors. Whoops, anticipated the pass. Turnover. And stolen by Freak. Just under 3.5 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Favors passes to Lyles. Got a piece of it.
And that's the shot he has to take.
Exactly. That's the right look. The decision was good. He just didn't execute.
Feeds it to Dang for the 3. Favors with the rebound.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Now here's Freak. He's covered by Dang. Freak with it, kicks it to Burks. 4 on the clock. Here's Freak. The Jazz with another miss. Well, it was Miami winning their last game against the Nets in Brooklyn.
They just looked stable pretty much from the get-go, guys. I mean, sometimes you'll see some inconsistencies come up in a road game that you don't see at home, but not the case in that one.
Tremendous balance on display, Greg. I mean, when you look at who was carrying the scoring load, making assists, playing unselfishly, I mean, they had it all working, and that led to the nice road win.
And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2.
And look here at the Heat, how they ranked in the NBA last season. 4th in blocks, 4th in field goal percentage. And they also showed up in the top 5 in opponents' points per game. It's obvious the hard work this team has put into being good defensively has paid off.
And as you mentioned, so many blocks for them last year. Some highlight reel rejections in that mix over the course of the season. No doubt about it.
Here's what Miami's going with right now. Josh McRoberts is checked in for Bosch. Winslow comes in for Luol Deng. And Jared Bayless subbed in for Goran Dragic. Utah also making some changes. Trevor Booker comes in for Lyons. And it's Exum in for Gordon Hayward.
Tell you what, that was all made possible by the heads-up defense at the other end.
And I love that as soon as they get their hands on the basketball, they immediately get out and transition.
Taking it to the rack with power right there.
And hammering down with the two-handed slam.
Just piling on the lead with the dunk like that.
And Booker kicks to Freak. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there. That's on Dwayne Wade. The Jazz shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game. And he makes the first. And both free throws good from Freak. The Heat leading by 6. And the foul called on Freak. That's his first foul. There's 48 seconds left to play here in the first. Rejected. Down low. High, arcing shot, and Exum with the lay-in. Exum's got his first 2 points of the night. Utah comes into this one after the win against Orlando.
And the way they attacked the basket in that game was unreal. I mean, after a while, the defenders seemed to just wave the white flag.
Yeah, like you said, I mean, that's what will happen when a team continues to attack the basket and come away with layups. The defense tends to get demoralized and deflated.
Heat have gotten 4 of their first 5 shots to fall in the second quarter. Outstanding shooting. Taking a look at the Jazz. Freak in at shooting guard. Lyles out there with Hayward. Then there's Burke, and it's Favors in at the 5, roaming the paint. Bosch drives in, and the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Nobody, guys, among the defenders stepping up to challenge him on that drive to the 10.
And Greg, he says, thank you very much, and sails in for the flush.
And those are the kind of sequences that tell you why the score is what it is. Great job to hit his teammate on that move, Kevin.
Outside Dragic. And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. No good from Bosch.
I'll tell you what, folks, I bet he won't miss that shot next time he takes it.
Freak with it. Now guarded by Dragic. Freak passes to Lyles. Here's Freak to the middle. Yep, it goes in, and the Miami lead is cut down now to just 2 points with that basket from Lyles.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
And Greg, you know nothing makes a coach happier than selflessness on the basketball court.
Dragic kicks to Deng. That's in, coming off an assist from Dragic. Dragic has got 5 assists in the game. Jazz trail by 5. Passes it to Lyles. Jazz passing it around. There's a screen. There's Freak. Hayward dishes to Favors. The shot no good. And the Heat going the other way now. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. After this one, they're off to Philadelphia to take on the 76ers. That will be a getaway game for them, a 1-game road trip. Burke, the pass to Freak. It's stolen by Deng. And Dragic with the basket on the assist by Deng. And that's now 6 points for Goran Dragic. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for the Heat.
And it's been about their defense. They're playing with a frenetic pace, putting a lot of pressure on the ball handlers and forcing turnovers.
You know, another thing they've done well, guys, this first half is challenge shooters and change shots. A bunch of block shots early.
He dishes it to Winslow. Nice pass, nice catch, and a resounding dunk.
And really, he's just done a great job of finding the open man every trip down.
Boy, it sure has seemed as though he's done it every time. It's been an awesome display of passing for him today.
Freak passes to Lyles. A feed now to Hayward. To the left wing, 5 to shoot. Dang kicks to Dragic. 1:11 left to play in the first half. Favors with a screen on Bosch. Inside, here's Freak. And he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time, the whistle blowing. And the foul goes against Miami. For Utah, they have been successful on 3 of their 4 free throw attempts up to this point. And a new group getting ready for Miami. Whiteside's checked in for Henry Sims. Josh McRoberts comes in for Chris Bosh. Wade, he's checked in for Winslow. And Jared Bayless subbed in for Goran Dragic. So Utah going with an almost entirely new group. Gobert, he's checked in for Favors. Booker comes in for Lyles. Alec Burks checked in for Gordon Hayward. And it's Exum in for Burke. Dang against Gobert. Can't get it to go. Nice D from Dang. And Bayless kicks to Dang. And it's good off the back of the rim and in. Dang's got 10 points.
It seems that every pass they make is leading to a score here. I mean, that's just exquisite ball movement.
And that's because the ball is looking for the best shot, and it's really paid off for them during the run.
Gobert dishes to Exum. Back to Gobert. The lead pass was put in just the right spot. Gobert's got his first bucket in this one. Pass to Whiteside from 12 feet out. Gobert with the block, and he gets it back. So we've reached the end of...
I'm here with Coach Eric Spoelstra. And Eric, you guys have seemed in complete command out here tonight. What's been the key so far?
Well, I think we've been able to get to our pace. We've been active defensively, so we just have to maintain our focus and keep trying to be in attack mode, both ends of the court.
Eric, thank you so much. Kevin, back to you.
Okay, Doris, much appreciated. And now for halftime. So we'll be back in just a bit to get the third quarter underway. And the third quarter about ready to get underway.
Excellent game we've seen from Luol Deng. 10 points, and he's got 2 baskets from out in three-point land.
And I'm sure they'd like to get a...
And so it's Utah who scraped by with a win. They break the hearts of every fan in the building with a dramatic late victory.
And Kevin, this is the kind of win you have to take a ton of pride in. I mean, they battled with everything they had and came through when the pressure was at its highest.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Thank you, Kevin. And now we get a chance to present our Jordan Player of the Game, Gordon Hayward. He had an outstanding third quarter. Whatever they needed in terms of energy and offense, he was the firepower that propelled them during the second half.
He had 5 3-pointers tonight, and that was a big factor in the win. And the D, they weren't giving him the shots. He was taking them on tight defense. Man, he kept moving, kept working, getting open. Great looks, great work ethic by our guy tonight.
You got to love Gordon Hayward. He's going to get you rebounds, he's going to get you assists, and you know he's going to get you points. And there's a motor on this fella that will not quit. Hayward never stops working. He's one of the most exciting stars in the league.
And that'll do it for this edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. Hope you enjoyed the show. From myself, Kenny Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, Kevin Harlan, and the entire 2K Sports crew, have a wonderful evening.